watching Live at Spectrum. Tonight, Darcy Fox and Riley Walsh. Please welcome your host, Brett Glover.
Wow, and holy dooly, welcome back to Live at Spectrum. Can you believe it? It's actually been 6 months since we've been here at Spectrum Studios, 5 months since our last episode, but we're back home, and for our first episode of Season 2, we've got an A-grade audience here tonight. Give yourselves a clap, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely rapt to be here home at Spectrum Studios for Season 2. Joined, as usual, by my very famous friend, the Golden Tonsils of Gippsland, Mr. Trent McCurdy. G'day, Trent.
What an introduction. Wow. I'll take that. Thank you very much.
You are the Golden Tonsils of Gippsland. No
Thank you. Great to see you. Season 2. Can you believe it? We're back.
No, I can't believe it. Well, it's been 6 months since we've been here, but I must admit, getting back in here today, time flies when you're having fun, old friend.
Absolutely, and thank goodness there's air conditioning in here tonight because it's pretty warm outside here in
Is that thing on?
Traralgon.
Whoa, I can't feel it. But we've been busy over the holidays. We've had the gig guide as an addition to the show, and on the app you can find that. And we've been doing our monthly or weekly videos, actually, of that.
Yes.
And been really busy doing that.
And we'd like to thank everybody for taking part in our survey, which we had at the end of last year, that gave us a lot of feedback as to what you would like to see in Season 2. So thank you for your response. One thing that we did get a lot of reaction about, Brett, was the desire to see younger hosts on the show. Yeah, I know. So you know what? We thought we'd give it a go. We thought we'd give it a go and see how it would look with some younger hosts. Let's take a look.
Please welcome your host, Brett Glover.
Welcome to Live at Spectrum. We're back. How do you feel about that, Trent?
It's clouds.
Well, how's that, Tippy?
Oh, yeah. All right. So what are the chances of that coming to fruition?
I doubt it very much. Although the little bloke, amazing resemblance to me with the lack of hair. Yeah, it's amazing.
And we're actually not a full crew here tonight. We're actually down a man. The Spectrum curse has hit once again. If you're keeping up to date with the news last season, there was one episode where Brett Tippett fell over and hit his head on a table or something and knocked himself out. We had Pete the cameraman. He walked into a sliding pane glass window and did knock himself out 5 minutes before we went to air. And we've lost another member tonight. Can you believe it?
Yeah, poor Jeff Barnes. If you're watching at home, Jeff, we wish you a speedy recovery. He was doing a little bit of work around the house today and put a plaster saw through his hand. Yeah, so he spent a bit of time in the emergency ward today, but he's on the mend.
Jeff, I'm sure he's watching tonight, and Jeff, we wish you well. We can't wait to see you back here next month. Now, we were also busy out and about during the break as well.
Yeah, we have been, and there's a few great events that have happened across the region during our break, and one of them was the Traralgon Summer Nights Festival that we were a part of as well. So there was yourself there and me walking around with the camera and talking to some of the people. Let's have a look at the story right now. We are here at the Traralgon Summer Night Festival in Seymour Street, and yeah, it looks a lot like summer today. Grey skies, rain, it's going to clear up soon, but we're here to catch up with the locals to find out if they've seen Live at Spectrum ahead of Season 2. We're from Live at Spectrum, we're Gippsland's TV show. Have you heard of the show?
I have actually, yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
Have you watched it?
Yes, I have actually.
What do you think of it?
Great.
Is there any local musicians that you know of that you think are pretty cool, or are you more of an AC/DC man?
Taylor Rawls.
Is he a local?
She.
Oh, it's a she?
Local, yes.
Tell me about her.
Well, she's my next door neighbour.
What do you think of our first season?
Absolutely amazing. Well, I'm really good mates with the String Busters. And when I knew they were going to be on there, of course, everybody watched. And it was just sensational. I think what you're doing there is really, really needed. You know, it's been needed for a long time. And you can see how everybody's embraced it. After we retired 5.5 years ago, we took up music. And now we play country music all over the place.
Now we're here from a TV show called Live at Spectrum.
Oh yeah, I know about them.
All right, so what are you doing here tonight? Tell us a little bit about, what is it, Fizzy Pole?
Fizzy Pole. So we're Fizzy Pole. We are a studio in Traralgon. We teach pole, hoop and aerial silks. It's for all ages, so we have a couple of kids, as you can see, trying here.
So what do I just like run up against? No. I like that.
Yeah, and then the foot.
Tell us a little bit about why this festival is so important to Traralgon.
I think it adds some optimism to Traralgon. Like, you hear a lot of doom and gloom, Hazel closing, unemployment is high. Gets an opportunity for everyone to come out. It's a cheap night out. They can bring their families down. There's free things for the kids to do. The food's cheap. Come down. You can you catch up with people you don't catch up with normally. Hopefully keep it together, and next year will be bigger and better. So
absolutely, and let's hope things go well for the Valley this year. As you said, despite the doom and gloom, I think everyone's hoping for a positive outcome.
Look, we band together and try and all pull in the same direction.
That's the way we do it in the Latrobe Valley. Where were you when you first watched it? Do you need me to jog your memory?
I was out for dinner.
Yeah, but where were you when you didn't you go somewhere while you were out for dinner and you were watching it on your phone?
Yeah, I think I went to the toilets to watch it, didn't I? Yeah. I was at my dad's 50th birthday.
Wow, now that is commitment. And did you let anyone know where you'd been and what you were doing when you came back from your, 30 minutes in the toilet?
Yep, yeah. They were like, what are you doing in there? I said, I was watching Live at Spectrum.
All right, we are here with Georgia. Georgia, nice to meet you. How old are you?
9.
How long have you been playing guitar?
I actually don't know. Probably for a couple of months.
Now, Lockie, you're how old?
I'm 11 years old.
How long have you been playing guitar?
Probably about a year and a half now.
How long have you been singing?
Probably about a year and a half too.
We're here with Kelly O'Callaghan, the Mayor of Latrobe.
Hey Trent, how are you?
Very good, thank you. You're the #1 ticket holder for Live at Spectrum.
I am.
Give us your perspective on how the first season went.
I think it was fantastic. What I liked, and particularly about the finale, was the audience participation. Even though I got in trouble for tweeting live.
Really?
I got a little bit excited.
I told you off, didn't I?
You did.
Yeah, sorry. And what's your thoughts on the event here tonight, apart from the weather?
Look, I think it's the weather. We ordered the weather. We didn't make the right order.
Yeah.
Quite clearly. Fantastic things. It's a great place to live, and of course, Spectrum adds a bit of extra value to that as well.
Of course.
Of course.
Yes, Live at Spectrum. We're always out and about and looking for a chat, so if you do see the camera crew around, please come up and say hello. We've got the Live at Spectrum's tops on all the time. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to hear from you on tonight's show as well. Trent, you got some details there. Give me contact.
Yes, please text us 04111 48977, or as we prefer to refer to the number.
14111 guys 7, but I don't think anyone has those dial pads anymore. Anyway.
No, I don't think so.
We're
So
going
just
back to the dial thing.
text us in tonight. Let us know how you're watching, where you're watching, and who you are. If you are going to send a text, 04111 48977, or you can just contact us via Facebook. Just put a message on our wall or send us an inbox.
Love to hear from you tonight. If you're driving along the road right now and listening to us on the radio and you're confused, we're actually simulcasting tonight on TRFM. They've come on board for this season. So there's more ways to listen to the show as well.
That's right. If you're in Gippsland, you can listen on 99.5 and 99.9 on the FM dial, or you can stream via the website trfm.com.au. Very excited to have them on board for the entire season this year as well. And we're going to have a little story about TRFM. It's very interesting later in the show.
Yes, and also on tonight's show, I should say, Darcy Fox is going to be coming to playing some songs. Let's give her a round of applause for Darcy. She's a very popular young lady. But our first guest tonight has hit the ground running at a very young age, with many gigs under his belt around his hometown of Bairnsdale, and currently halfway through recording his debut album. He's here tonight to give us an early glimpse of what's to come. Please welcome to Live at Spectrum, Riley Walsh.
This first song is called Intimacy, and I wrote it. take your time. Don't rush at all. Slip into something comfortable. Don't spill your secrets out to me. Just enjoy the intimacy. Just spend an hour, 2 or 3. Ooh, bless your heart, foil your soul. Decrepit pieces of an abandoned mind. Spill your secrets out to me. Just enjoy the intimacy. Spend an hour dancing with me. Thank you. So for this next song and the song after that, I'm going to have to switch over guitars to an acoustic guitar, so you'll have to forgive me for my slowness. This next song I'm performing is called À travers la ville, and that means... oh gosh, I can't remember what it means, but I wrote this song. It's something in French to do with the ocean and the city. But the song is pretty much about whenever I go to the city, it's a very melancholic tone and everyone's doing the same thing and it's just a very boring grey area, the city is. So, you know, I wrote this song about that and it reflects my mood on that. So I hope you enjoy it. Bang. That's where I want to be, or even on the countryside. Anywhere is good for me. But I'm traveling through the city, and the dark skies cloud my soul. But I'm traveling through the city, I'm about to lose control.
the dark skies cloud my soul, and I'm traveling through the city. I'm about to lose control. Oh, boy, telephone. Oh, boy, telephone. Oh, boy, telephone. Oh, boy, telephone. But I'm traveling through the city, and the dark skies cloud my soul. But I'm traveling through the city. I'm about to lose control.
Thank you. So while I was performing that, I just remembered what that meant. The title of the song, and actually literally just means through the city. So there you go. That's why I named it that. The next song I'll be performing is a cover by a solo acoustic project bloke, and his project name was called Front Porch Step, and this song's called Poison. So I hope you enjoy this one.
They say the heart only wants what it can't have, so I guess your hand in mine will never fit. 'Cause if I could find my heart inside this empty, broken chest, then you would find that I give you all of it. You stole the matches from my book, and you lit the fire in my eyes. You cause the thunder in my veins when you're around. You make me wish that I would die. I can't hear you calling out my name, and I still feel your breath across my neck, driving me insane. You don't love me, so how do you explain? You walked away from my life, but you live inside my brain. Live inside my brain. And I thought you came to kiss my lips, but you brought your shovel and your tar. The voice that once became the light into my dark soon became your tool to break my heart. And I can't hear you calling out my name, but I still feel your breath across my neck, driving me insane. You don't love me, so how do you explain? You walked away from my life, but you live inside my brain. You live inside my brain. You eat my heart for breakfast. Taste its tainted love, and feel your precious poison start to fill your maker's veins, so you can start to feel your so-called love. And I can't hear you calling out my name, but I still feel your breath across my neck, driving me insane. You don't love me, so how do you explain? You walked away from my life, but you live inside my brain. Live inside my brain. And I can't hear you calling out my name, but I still feel your breath across my neck, driving me insane. And you don't love me, so how do you explain? Walked away from my life, but you live inside my brain. Live inside my brain. Thank you.
Riley Walsh! Have a chat. This is the really hard part of the episode where we have to have a conversation. It's hard to keep in mind, Riley's only 16 years old.
Yes.
How did this start for you so early? When I was 16 years old, I was just hanging out for Ninja Turtles Part 3. Couldn't really concentrate that hard. How did this all begin for you?
Well, it started when I was 7 initially, when Mum and Dad thought they saw potential in me singing. So they sent me off to Yvonne Van Delden's vocal studios, and she's here in the audience tonight.
Yes, she is. There she is.
Along with my parents. And ever since then I've just been singing and performing, and then I picked up the guitar and self-accompanied myself, and here I am.
Well, how were you picked up at that young age? Were you always singing at home? Was it something you just did naturally, or...?
I'm not too sure. I think so.
I'll have to ask Mum and Dad about that one later, I think. So what kind of role has music played in your life? Is it a getaway? Is it you're craving attention? Do you want to be rich? What's the go?
I think it's probably, I don't know, it's just satisfaction you get when you can actually pull off playing a particular song, or you're successful at playing an instrument or something. I don't know, it's just satisfying, I guess.
And the amazing thing is you're actually obviously writing your own songs. We've just heard a few of them. That's fantastic. By the way, I hope you get told that often.
I haven't actually performed 2 of them.
Oh, this is the first time?
Yeah.
Well, how does that feel as an artist to come out and... is this a song you've been working on, writing on paper, or do you text yourself? How do young people write music now?
They're all on my phone, and I keep on getting in trouble from Dad. He's like, you got to write them in your book. And I'm like, but I've got a phone.
Yeah, who needs books anymore? So what are you writing about?
Well, I think initially it was just stupid ideas coming to my head, and then after that it was kind of like, oh, well, probably should write songs that actually mean something. So I wrote...
Tell me about some of your early ones then.
I think there was one about my mobile phone didn't have reception when I was like 10 years old. I don't even know why I had a mobile phone at that point. But, you know.
Bad parenting. That's all right.
You tell that to them.
No thanks. So what's the plan then with your music career? I mean, it's in very early days here. You're experimenting and finding ways to perform and whatnot. What's the grand plan, do you think?
God knows. I have no clue. Probably do some sort of uni course in music, hopefully. I was considering being a teacher, but you said the other day, probably not a good option.
No, it's great. It's the best job in the world, and people start college watching tonight. Just fantastic profession.
Wink.
It is. No, it is. Don't say that. Now, you've been recording.
Yes.
Now, you've got this lucky, I mean, you obviously hate the city, so you've been recording at Bruthen.
Yep.
And what's that experience been like to be able to record in the country?
They've got a fantastic studio over there. That the entire town is just musically inclined. It's just a fantastic place. They've got the Bruthen Blues and Arts Festival coming up soon, so they're just great town.
Yeah.
Great town.
Can't speak highly enough of it.
Yeah.
So how do you keep your concentration levels up when you're in the studio? Because it can be quite a tedious experience.
Lots and lots of getting yelled at by my dad, mostly.
So obviously a lot of motivation from your parents. You've got great support around you. So I mean, what do you say to mum and dad?
Cheers.
Now, you've also got a new band you've actually been playing with as well.
Yeah. We recently formed, our band's called Talk Straight. We were initially called Eccentric California, but I got told that name was pretty stupid. So we changed it to Talk Straight, and we played in Bruthen and won a 4-hour recording time. So we're going to track down a song up there, maybe, see what happens, and then see where it goes from there.
It's great that you can also play music on your own right.
Yeah.
You're trying all these different things out, so this is great. Have we had any people contacting us, Trent?
Yes, we have
the internet
tonight. Thank you so much. In fact, we're quite blown away by the amount of people watching our stream on Facebook Live, so keep it up. Tina Bartle sent us a message. She said, great to see Live at Spectrum back. She's missed us. Thank you, Tina. Some of the viewers on Facebook Live, Thomas Lothian, I think it is, Ash Taylor, Dan Clancy, hello, Rhonda Owen, and Sue Wilson, who's watching from Kilmany. She says, congratulations on the traction and hard work. Young people need this exposure now more than ever, so thank you to Live at Spectrum. Thank you very much for that, Sue. And Michael Waugh is watching, previous performer on the show, and he said to send best wishes to our injured team member, Jeff, and said, just goes to show the best way to stay out of trouble is to stay on the couch and watch Live at Spectrum.
That's very good advice.
Keep sending your messages through. Our number is 0411 489 77. And hello to our listeners on TRFM who are listening for the first time tonight. And if you'd like to see the show, if you're in the car or somewhere else that you can't get to YouTube just yet, as soon as you can, live at spectrum.com.au to watch us, or just go to our Facebook page because we have the live feed there.
No problem. A lot of information to take in there. We did that. Now, Riley's going to move. That's good. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. I need a drink.
We're heading over to the piano now.
Yep,
as well.
sure are.
Is this a new instrument for you? Is this something you've always
played? Well, it's yours.
No, no worries. We'll enjoy it. Well, Riley's going to head over to the piano and play another song. Is this one from your latest EP?
This is the final song on my new EP coming out, which should be coming out mid-year. And this one's called Are You Feeling Okay? And I wrote it about a friend who wasn't really going through a good time at some point, and I wrote this song about her. So,
and here he goes. Please welcome back to Live at Spectrum, Riley Walsh. All right.
is not the only thing that's on my mind. And are you feeling okay? I never said you couldn't stay. You blame your cat for the marks on your wrist, but we both know that's a lie. And your brain is hazed with all the things you need to keep you high. And you call me up in the middle of the night saying that you want to die. And are you feeling okay? I never said you couldn't stay. Ripped clothes, bruised cheeks. Don't try and hide it from me. Ripped clothes, bruised cheeks. Don't try and hide it from me. And are you feeling okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done, mate. Great job. Oh, what are we doing? Dosey Da. See, I had Rolling Walsh. Hey, don't go too far because Darcy Fox is actually coming on later. She's dug up an old photo of you and her together. I don't know if you know, you're actually old acquaintances, you might not know. We're going to show that photo later. And we've got Sandy Clark, we've actually had a chat with during the week, and he's going to be going into his exciting career that spans many years. And he's here in the audience tonight. We should give a clap for Sandy. It was a great chat. And that will be coming up very soon in the program. Trent, you've been very busy online, I see.
Well, lots of messages coming through. Facebook Live, Power Ranch crew are watching from Yarrawonga. We've also received a text. Great to see Riley is progressing. First saw him singing at Stratford last year from Mickey G and Sale. Yes, Mickey G, you could certainly say he's got that one in the bag. And Facebook Live also, oh my God, this song is beautiful. I'm actually crying. That's from Tabitha Bedson. I think that was for Riley's last song, which I must say, I had goosebumps all the way through that performance. I think the audience agrees. So keep your messages coming through 0411 489 77. Hello to our viewers watching via our streams and listening at trfm.com.au.
Yeah, I just realised Darcy Fox coming up in the program. I think I actually might be related to Darcy.
Yeah, your mum was a fox.
Oh, well, she was all right. Now, this year we're very... Good one.
Thanks. You know... Actually, we rehearsed that all day.
This year we're very excited to join in with Gippsland radio station TRFM to further promote live music in our region. Yep, you can watch us live now and listen to us on the radio. It's an exciting new partnership with the radio station that has been part of Gippsland for 89 years.
The new 1242 3TR.
Live at Spectrum is proud to welcome TRFM as our newest broadcast partner, taking Gippsland's only live streaming music TV show to a brand new radio audience. One of 13 stations in the Ace Radio network and Gippsland's oldest radio brand, TRFM has a fascinating history. We caught up with TRFM General Manager Grant Johnstone to find out more.
Throughout last year, the members, yourself included, appeared on Greg Allen's program on what was in Gold 1242 or the old 1242 frequency on a regular basis. This year we're really keen to get involved in a more formal way because it is a very local program, and it's a really important part of what we do. If we don't push as much local content as we possibly can, it makes life really challenging. I mean, apart from the obvious businesses advantages of being local, in essence, it's the right thing to do. You know, we are a very, very close-knit community, particularly in times, that we're facing at the moment with the number of businesses shutting down and all the publicity around Hazelwood. This is the time that we all need to get together and be as, community-minded as we possibly can. And I think one of the things we've really prided ourselves in over the years, and this really is through the whole history of 3TR, is to be insatiably local and as local as we possibly can. We have this little part of history that people don't know about. Back in 1928, a radio electrical retailer in Contingent Street, Trafalgar, started up a thing called the Trafalgar Radio Club, and his name was Frank Berkery. And in that 1928-29 period, the station was actually officially known, it was an amateur radio station at the time, as 3FB. And it was in 1930 that the radio club, the Trafalgar Radio Club, decided to apply for a commercial radio licence, and it became 3 Trafalgar Radio, which is of course is 3TR back in 1930 was when it first went to air. It's been a really incredible history for 3TR, and one of the things I want to try and do this year is piece a bit more of that together. But the likes of the legendary Bill Collins and Ernie Carroll, who famous for being Aussie Ostrich, of course, were announcers here back in the old Stall Street sale days in the late 1959. But we've had the likes of a lot of Melbourne personalities, people like Nigel Ross, who was a Melbourne personality, the Graham Eddy, who was a big part of 3TR's history for a long, long time, was here for quite some years. And of course, Keith McGowan, a real icon in the Australian radio industry, passed a couple of years ago, and he was here for quite a few years during the sort of early 1970s, the start of his career. And people who maybe spent a lot of time listening to overnight radio, if you spent any time in Melbourne, you would have listened to Keith McGowan's Mid-Dawn program on 3AW for many years. I was program director here in '94 for 3 years. I did a breakfast show with Aaron Miller, the 3TR Breakfast Club, when it was 3TR. We were actually in what is now no longer, we were in the old Channel 10 TV8 TV studios back then when the company was owned by Southern Cross Broadcasting. It was combined owned by Southern Cross and the TV. So we were in that old TV studio, which is where we are now in Coonok Road in Traralgon. We've got a big team. There's 48 of us that work here, and they are just such a wonderful mix of people. We're a fairly, we're a bag of mixed lollies when it comes to personalities at this place, but as radio can be a bit like that. There's certainly some bold personalities in radio, but we've got a fantastic team. So that's one of the things I like the most about it, is just working with the people that we have here. They're just a great group of people. Mummery in the morning is something that still gets talked about, and we're looking at 30 years later, 25, 30 years later, and it is still a big part of people's memories of 3TR, the Steve Mummery days, and it was an iconic program, and the stuff that they did, stuff he got away with, was just brilliant. And Steve's memories of here are also really fond. And you talk to people who were here at the station at the time, some of them still in our company, and they talk about those days in a really energetic and romantic way. It was a big part of the community. So Steve Mummery, or Mummery in the Morning as the program was, for people that are of our vintage will remember that really clearly. And And Steve still thinks very fondly of his time here, I know that. This year, if anyone has any photos of old that they would love to share with us, we don't need the photo, we can scan it and you can have your photo back. And we'll start to, call on members of the Gippsland community to help us sort of piece together that history. So I can actually put it into a book, which would be really great to do that this year.
Great chat there with Grant Johnstone, the General Manager of TRFM. It's great to have them on board. If you're listening tonight, good evening. Trent, you've been busy online again.
I have, and maybe you used to pretend you were on the radio on TRFM.
I did.
Years ago.
I used to get the neighbourhood kids around at Seaspray and we used to make tapes and I used to pretend I was Mummery in the morning. And I remember walking up to Steve Mummery and asking for an autograph and he said, piss off. No, he didn't. He was really great. He saw my autograph and it was something I cherish. I really did. That was my local radio station.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be a radio star like you, Trent.
Oh, well, I pretended I was on TRFM for about 6 years of my life there. Just found out no one in the audience listened to me at all. Just wanted to say that if you want to have a look at some of our behind-the-scenes stuff that's happening in the studio tonight, just jump on our Snapchat, which is live at Spectrum. We're also running some behind-the-scenes stuff on our Instagram page, so social media blitz tonight.
Yes, we're covering all the bases. Now, our second performer tonight is well known to live music lovers all over our region. She's been performing since the age of 15 and is already proving to be an exceptional musician. And she's here tonight to perform to you on Live at Spectrum. Please give a Live at Spectrum welcome to Darcy Fox.
Thank you so much, guys. Might just get straight into it with an original song. This one is called Options. Circles round these voices in our heads, and I went back to you, but I'm never gonna do it again. I hate the thought of you and me just being friends, but I hate the thought of you and me just being anything. Cause now we've hit a wall, we wonder why we stole, but darling, now I see the reason for it all. Cause I found a problem, and you said I made it my choice when you made me an option. You made me an option. Whoa, oh. I'll take the blame for taking us back to square one. If you take the blame for blurring the line so you could turn around and run. You lose your balance when you don't know where you stand. Now I'm still holding on to fences, cause I'm still afraid of where I might land. When we hit another wall, we wonder why we fall, but darling, now I see the reason for it all. Cause I found a problem, and you said I made it my choice when you made me an option. You made me an option. Oh, I swear I won't go back again. No, I'm not going back again. I swear I won't go back again. No, I'm not going back again. I swear I won't go back again. No, I'm not going back again. I swear I won't go back again. No, I'm not going back again. I swear I won't go back again. No, I'm not going back again. I swear I won't go back again. No, I'm not going back again. Whoa, whoa, I swear I won't go back again. No, I'm not going back again. I swear I won't go back again. I swear I won't go back again. No, I'm not going back again. can't do what you want to, and you can't be what you're not. You can't make someone love you if they don't like what you got. I said you can't do what you want to, and you can't be what you're not. You can't make someone love you if they don't like what you got. But I said now I found a problem, and instead I made you my choice when you made me. But I said now I found a problem, instead I made you my choice when you made me an option. You made me an option. Whoa, oh. Thank you very much. Cheers, guys. Can I just say that it's so awesome to be here at Live at Spectrum. I watched a bit of it last year and I thought it'd be really cool to be on it, and I am, so that's awesome. I'll just explain a little bit about what I've got down here at my feet and what I do. If you haven't seen one of these before, it's called a Boss RC30 loop station, and it just lets me record something on the spot. Then it just keeps looping and playing, and I add on the top or just keep playing along with it. So yeah, all the songs I play today, I'm going to be using that. This one is another original. It's one of my upcoming EP, which will be released very soon, and this is going to be the first single. It's a song called Hurricane. But I'm not sure that it's me, 'cause I said some things, done some things that I don't wanna speak about. And I know nobody's perfect now, we're all bound to make a few mistakes. But there's a weight upon my shoulders now, I'm not sure it's gonna go away. 'Cause I was your shelter and I was your rain. I wanted to help you, but I caused you pain. I was a drizzle, a little bit more than a lot. I was a hurricane. Like a whisper my apologies or scream it across the lands. But please take a look inside me, see this isn't who I am. Oh no, I'm flawed, but my heart is yours. Hold it in your hands tonight. And I know nobody's perfect, we're all bound to make a few mistakes. But there's a weight upon my shoulders now, and I'm not sure it's gonna go away. 'Cause I was your shelter, then I was your rain. I wanted to help you, but I caused you pain. I was a drizzle, a little bit more than a lot. I was a hurricane. Baby, things will get better. I'll do all I can do to lose this scarlet letter. Oh, if you need me, believe me, nothing's gonna get in my way. I'll be a hurricane. 'Cause I was your shelter, then I was your rain. I wanted to help you, but I caused you pain. I was a drizzle, a little bit more than a lot. Was a hurricane. And I swear black and blue, baby, things will get better. I'll do all I can do to lose this scarlet letter. Oh, if you need me, believe me, nothing's gonna get in my way. I'll be a hurricane. And if you need me, believe me, nothing's gonna get in my way. I'll be a hurricane. Be a hurricane. Be a hurricane. Be a hurricane. Thank you. Cheers.
Yeah, I think he's very proficient on the Boss R2D2. When did this come into your life?
I got it 2013, early 2013. Yeah.
Can I have a go?
Yeah. You want to have a go?
Well, every time I see one of these things, I just want to do Bobby McFerrin. Don't worry, be happy.
Yeah, you can give it a go.
Yeah. Well, can we do something here?
Yeah.
How's this work?
Do you want to play?
No. Well, I'll just do something, then you go do it.
Okay.
Is that how it works? Do we do it in that microphone or this one?
This one actually.
All right, okay.
Well, you have to tell me when you want to start recording.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Now you went to that.
Oh God.
This is the future of music, ladies and gentlemen. I'll turn it off, show off. Fantastic, well done, Darcy. Now, your first song you played, Options.
Yes.
I've seen the film clip for that.
Yeah.
It's a great watch.
Thank you.
And it features your dresses.
Yes, it does.
Tonight you've got the foxes on the dresses.
I do.
Right?
My last name is Fox, if you
Yeah,
get
we're related, remember?
Yeah.
So what's that experience like, making a film clip? And it's completely different to the, it's a visual thing, more than a sound thing.
It's really fun. I mean, with that clip, it was just like getting changed a lot and then singing the song a few different times. But no, it's really fun.
How many dresses did you use in that film clip?
100.
Were any of them harmed?
No.
100 dresses? Like, how long does that take?
Well, my mum actually, she sews them all for me, and they were made over probably about 3 or 4 years or something like that. But we've probably got like 150 or so now.
So the extension on the house is just a wardrobe? Is that,
yeah, my room is just dresses.
And it's become part of your look. Like when you see the dresses and the hat, usually, we're talking about Darcy Fox here. Has that been a deliberate thing? Or
Sort of. I've always loved the idea that I have my own clothes, and so when I'm performing and stuff, I just want to be seen in my get-up, I suppose.
And what else should we expect from a Darcy Fox gig when we're out and about?
A bit of looping and whatever people want, really. I try to cater to requests if I know them.
Yeah. What do they ask for these days?
Oh, well, it's a lot of Horses by Dale
man.
But I've never learnt it, and so I just say sorry.
Yeah, a lot of people who do know it say sorry. I don't know it as well. Yeah. It's not that it's not. It's a good song.
Oh, people love it. And Wonderwall. People love Wonderwall.
Yeah. So let's go. A bit of Wonderwall. No, that's not. Don't worry about it. And you got a new film clip you're making for your new EP as well.
For that song Hurricane, I just did recording that on Tuesday actually. So hopefully that will be coming out very soon, along with the new EP and everything like that.
Is that going to be a day of dress swapping as well?
No, just one dress for this one.
Making it a hell of a lot easier. Are you doing the film clip with a person you made the original film clip with?
Yeah. His name's Connor O'Keen, and I've done two of my film clips with him already. So do it again.
A little bit of fun there. And where have you been playing lately? I know you travel a lot. So you always seem to be all over the country, wherever you can.
Yeah, I've been travelling a lot. Last weekend I played at Lake Tyers for this Battle of the Bands competition for the Grant Music Festival.
Yep.
So that was really cool, which you can vote for me for.
Yes.
On Facebook. But yeah, I've just been travelling really everywhere. Like this weekend I'll go to Geelong and Mordialloc and back here in Yarragon on Sunday. So just everywhere, really.
And another thing you're really good at is the social media side of things. You're always in there posting really interesting things, and you get the angles right in those selfies. I don't know how you do that.
I'm a millennial.
Right. Okay. So, how would you go being a musician without that? Is that such an important part of being a musician these days?
I think these days it definitely is because everybody's just on the internet and that's how you get the word out.
And now another millennial we had on the show earlier, Riley Walsh.
Yeah, awesome.
You've actually met Riley before. I think Kim's got a photo that you
did.
sent earlier.
Yes.
We might be able to get that up on the screen so we can have a look at this screen.
Right.
In fact, there you are. Look at that. So what's the story there?
I went to his school and played. I played for at lunchtime and played for his class and stuff. Riley actually sent me that on Facebook. He said, "We've met before," and sent me this photo of us.
There he is. He had the bigger hair there. He always has big zany hair on. He's got a haircut now. So do you do this sort of thing often too? Get into schools?
Yeah, I did a fair bit of that last year. Like went to Ballarat and some schools in Melbourne, and just it's a really good way to connect with the younger audience who might not be able to see you at a pub or something like that because they can't get in.
Yeah, you put on Facebook at the end of last year. It was a bit of a melancholy statement saying you might not be. 2016 needs to end. I didn't really get as far as I would have liked. What's the end goal for your music career?
That's a hard question. I think end goal for me would be able to play shows across the world and have people singing my songs back to me would be awesome, but I'll take what I can get.
You're doing a great job. You've got to agree, audience, I think. It's fantastic. And just a great talent now. Trent, how did you enjoy it tonight?
Oh, absolutely fantastic. I can't wait for the rest of what you got in store for us tonight, as well as our upcoming story on Sandy Clark, so keep watching for that. Big hello to all our viewers tonight and our listeners who are listening in via TRFM. Lots of messages coming through, especially through Facebook Live. Emily Herbert says she has been very impressed by you, Darcy, since she's first heard you sing, so well done. Prue Crookshank, wow, gorgeous voice, Darcy. We've had a text sent in, Paige, who was watching Darcy all the way from Adelaide and loving her. And we've had some photos sent through as well, and we might see if we can get those up on the screen. We've had one sent through from Renee, who is watching at home. Yep, there she is there. With the,
oh, there she is.
Wow. What is wrong with that cat?
Wow.
Okay. And Kenzie dancing to Darcy's music, but we're not too sure who sent that through. Anyone know Kenzie? Anyone in the audience? No? Okay, well, she's having a great time. So
thanks, Spectrum 2026 there.
There we go.
She'll be on.
Keep your messages coming through 0411 489 777, or just send us a message on our Facebook Live feed, which you can check out right now. Keep them coming in.
Yeah, right. We'll do. And a great way to travel is with friends. Now, Paige from Adelaide, you've actually toured with.
I have indeed, yeah. She's a musician herself.
She's from Adelaide, right?
Yeah.
And you've got Imogen Clark, another friend of yours from Sydney.
Yeah.
So how did you three connect and then start touring with each other?
Yeah, we all met at a program called the Telstra Road to Discovery back in 2013. So it was like a competition, and we went to this thing called boot camp where we were like all in the semi-finals together, and we all just clicked and became really close friends. And from there, yeah, we've done 2 tours together and played the Adelaide Fringe and stuff, and yeah, it's a really good friendship.
And those sort of competitions that you can enter, like the Freezer Push Start you won in 2014, for young people who are out there who are thinking maybe to enter a competition like that, are there benefits to entering?
Absolutely. Doing the Battle of the Bands thing was the best thing I ever did. It was like I just started using my loop pedal and I thought, I want to try this, and so I did, and that was my goal, to get good to play at that, and to be able to take out the whole competition was just crazy to me, and I was able to record my last EP with the prizes and stuff from winning that, so it's just awesome.
Well, you're going great guns, and we're looking forward to the new EP coming out in March, you were saying?
Round about March, yeah.
Beautiful, can't wait for that. And you've got time for another song for us now? You've got another 2 songs
I do,
this evening?
yes.
We're going to do one now, and then we're going to hear from Sandy Clark. You might have to cover your ears for that one. It gets a bit raunchy. But I'll let you introduce the next song. Please welcome back Darcy Fox. Yeah.
I'm going to play a cover song for you now by one of my favourite artists, which is a man you've probably heard of named Ed Sheeran. And this is one of my favourite songs by him. I play it at every gig that I do, and hope you enjoy it. It's a song called You Need Me, I Don't Need You. Now I'm in time, pick it down, think making a new sound, play the different show every night, have a new girl that's you now. Chat simple, life is great now. Sing the figures, I sing to you loud. See, I can't, no, I won't hush or say the words that make you blush. I'm gonna sing this loud, out, out. See, I'm true, my son's where my heart is. I'm like Lewis, stick to other artists. I'm not you now, that'd be disastrous. Simmons singing everything and move to greener pastures. Yeah, I'm really total, it's all me. I'm not fake, they never call me lazy. I won't stay put, and trying to beat these. Slick city sinners to suffocate me. So you need me, man, I don't need you. 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 I'll be aiming it right. I won't stop till my name's in lights. A stadium high to Damien Rice, some red carpets. And I'm an Arabian night because I'm young and my brother's gonna give me advice. I'm not to show how and I go on hyper. Never anything but I sing a song right. So yeah, game's over, but now I'm on a new level. Watch I step on the track without a loop pedal. People thinking that I'm bound to blow up. Done around about 1,000 shows, but haven't got a house, but still live on the couch. So you the lyrics and singing them out. Whoa, from day one I've been prepared. I feel 5 bucks in my ginger hair. Now it's back to the sofa, giving a dose of what the future holds. Cause it's another day. Well, I'm gonna pop some tags. And you got $10 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is freaking awesome, yeah. I'm gonna pop some tags. And you got $10 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is freaking awesome. Never started this rap shit, I got pressure and haters. Begin invaded by Satan and just developed a hater raider. I'm aiming for the stars, get my gram in the dark. Then the paper, the remedy, kick the mimes, the melody, and hasty shots. Them with these fools in the block. City got to be a gangster to raise the top. Just a normal, casual, usual, everyday type of guy. My head in the sky. The last number of the kid that's trying to pretty bass. Can he break into other people's during the age? Then I place with the elephant in the room with the face it. Now the brother's shoes using laces. City summer rucksack, in for the papers. City summer rucksack, in for the maiden. Issue wide with Josh Jack, sitting at the bus back. Without a razor for the mustache, you hit back. And when the pen hurts me, still like white boy, and I can't trash teeth. So the same as younger, but we'll be human though according to the mice and YouTube videos. Always in shows. If I'm not, I'm in the studio. Truly broken, never growing up. Call me Rufio. Melody, music maker, reading all the papers. They say I'm up and coming like I'm in an elevator.
I'm loving the box 3PO. It's wonderful. Darcy Fox doing a wonderful job here in the studio. Oh. Now, Darcy is going to be back to take out the program tonight, but as part of our commitment to highlighting the musicians who have contributed so much to our local live music industry well before we arrived on the scene, we were privileged to talk to one of the all-time greats. Tonight we look back at the remarkable career of Sandy Clark, and if you're not familiar with Sandy, you might want to send your kids to bed now.
Sandy Clark is one of Gippsland's most experienced, longest-serving and best-loved musicians. We caught up with this revered artist to find out what makes him tick and hear some of the finest stories of our region's musical past. Ladies and gentlemen,
Sandy,
the legend,
good to see you, mate.
Sandy Clark.
Very well.
George's Commercial Road in the 80s was the place to be.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Absolutely. They were wall to wall, but this close.
That's where we'd come and watch you guys there as kids.
Yeah.
You know, young musicians. We had a great opportunity to be able to watch all of you guys.
Exactly.
When we were younger, we'd sneak in.
Yeah. There was another night there too. I remember we were packing up the gear and this bloke walked over, he said, listen matey, yeah, would you be interested in coming and playing in Ryan's in Traralgon? And Ryan's, Traralgon had no live music at that time in the mid-80s. And I thought, well, Ryan's a bit of she's a bit of a rough pup, mate. I don't know about it. I said, what do you think about having it? He said, we're thinking about putting a band on a Sunday afternoon from 4 to 8. I said, oh, okay. So I said to Ning, I said, what do you reckon, we'll go and do it? And, yeah, okay, we'll give it a whirl, mate. I don't know, Ryan's, you sure? Because apparently these two guys, I can't think of their names, had just got into Ryan's only about, they'd only been there for about 2 weeks, and they'd come from somewhere else. I mean, they didn't know what Ryan's reputation. We all did, you know. Well, that time I remember too was the same thing. I remember it was a hot day, it was summer, and we had to start, we had to play from 4 to 8 with the Hooligans. First band in there, and then Powerhouse Blues Band played there. Yep. Ken McTaggart's blues band played there the week after. I'll never forget that too. Same thing. We got there Sunday afternoon, about 3 o'clock, settled the gear up. Not many people around, but within 10 minutes, mate, it was chock-a-block. It was a really hot day too. I remember, I think January or something like that too. It was absolutely packed. And I remember, we played for 4 to 8. I remember we finished our last song. We did about 2 or 3 encores, and then a punch-up broke up. Oh, timing. And it just went from there, mate. Next minute, glasses are coming, and jugs, and glass, and blood, and everything everywhere. Oh, it was not Ryan's. Two women started, 2 girls started fighting too. Somebody slapped somebody. These guys are throwing jugs in and all this sort of stuff. Yeah. I remember one policeman come in the door from the cop shop over the road, and Ryan's there, and he said, he just got straight on the face and said, come on down, guys. Next about 20 or 30 coppers coming in with battens and bloody shields and stuff.
How many cops? All of them.
Yeah. They broke it all up. I remember them cleaning them all up, and I felt guilty taking their money from the publican there. We said, oh shit, suppose that's the end of it. He said, oh no, we'll be having it again next week. So I saw Ken McTaggart on the money. He said, how'd you go and Rise, mate? I said, oh dude, you don't want to know. He said, Christ, we've got to go there next week. I said, yeah.
Why were you asked to fill in for AC/DC?
Yeah, AC/DC played at the Moe Town Hall about 75, and we did it. I was in a band called Biggles. We were the support act. They were a local band. We supported them, and we went out on stage and played. Then they were due to come on stage, but Mark Evans, their bass player, got pissed in Melbourne and didn't make it that night. So I just went out and played bass along with them.
You played a gig with AC/DC?
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah. That was, that'd be 75, mate. The first time they came into Moe Town Hall, that was. Yeah.
Mate, what a gig.
Yeah.
Would have been awesome. Is that...
believe it or not, mate, there wasn't all that many folks there either, I don't know if I remember, because they were just starting off then. I remember they played there that night, it was a Friday, and they played at the St Michael's Hall just over the road here, and the following night.
Wow.
On a Saturday night that was. The Friday night they were in the Moe Town Hall when we Beagles, the band I was in, supported them, and as I said, Mark Evans was their bass player. We'd played with them and got to know them a bit in Melbourne. We used to play with them at the Matthew Flinders at the Croxton Park a few times. Yeah. Because the band I was in, Beagles, we won the Battle of the Bands in local bout, and we got some time in Melbourne, and we started working around the pubs in Melbourne at that time. And as I said, we played. We did a lot of support acts for the Melbourne acts coming up. As I've said, you get the Melbourne act coming in, everyone wanted a local support band. So yeah, they got a phone call. Yeah, sorry mate, Mark's pissed, mate, he can't drive. So they were freaking out. So, hey mate, any chance you're playing bass with us? Yeah, I have to play I only played with them for about 40 minutes.
That's awesome.
So I played bass with,
AC/DC.
Yeah, I remember we were playing one time at a gig in Melbourne. And we used to play at a place called Victoriano's. It was like in Collingwood. It was like a lounge room with all the chairs, with all lounge suites and stuff around. And the entry door was on the right. We were set up, me and Ning, and I can't remember who was with us, either Brett or somebody at the time. We were set up on this side, and the doorway came in and went into a little bar in the back. It was just a house, virtually a house on Victoria Parade. Right. It was a piano bar, but our agent got us a gig there, anyway, it was like a Tuesday or Wednesday night or something, like Tuesday, Wednesday night. Anyway, I remember we were in the middle of a song and we heard the door slam, and all we could see was the backs of these 2 guys. One great big huge guy with a bald head, and he had a collar up on a Dreiser bone coat, a brown one, and another little old bloke with grey hair, and he had a black Drysomone. These two guys just wandered in, and we didn't take any notice. We kept playing. They wandered up our end of the bar. From where we were sitting, you could just see them, just the hands going and picking up drinks. So there were only enough room for about 10 people. So we're sitting there, they're playing away, and we're doing a Jimi Hendrix tune. And when we finished, I look up, and this guy says, "Fantastic, lads. I've always loved Jimi Hendrix." I looked around, and it turned out the little guy with the black Drysomone was Joe Cocker, and the big guy with him was his security guard. And what had happened was Joe was on his way to walk on stage at the tennis centre, and he stopped to have a couple of drinks.
Wow!
So standing there was Joe Cocker. He was the little guy, and the big guy with him was his security. He's obviously a security guard. That's a hard one. That's a real difficult one. I never ever thought of that. I just want to see Valley musicians who are really good get the name and the fame that they deserve too. Or maybe just for what I may have had in the whatever you might like to call it. I mean, I don't know whether. I mean, the word legend sort of it doesn't sit really well, mate. I get embarrassed. I mean. I often think at the time, I remember when the Hooligans were the flavour, and we were just sort of flavour of the month, and it was a lucky time, you know. Me and my missus, we couldn't go and see a band anywhere, because every time I walked into the pub, somebody would say, "Oh, come on, Sandy, get up, Claire, get up and show 'em, mate, get 'em, show how it's done." And I used to get embarrassed. Now, one time there for a couple of years, you couldn't even go out and see a band because of that, because there are times, believe it or not, where just like, when somebody asks you for a request, there's certain, "Hey mate, Stairway to Heaven. I love the song Stairway to Heaven. Am I interested in learning how to play it? Not on your life. I love watching Led Zeppelin. I saw Led Zeppelin play it live, and I love watching them play it. That doesn't mean I wasn't going to play it, you know what I mean? Mate, I'm just another musician, mate. That's the way I look at it. That's all I've ever said. I've never, great, yeah, I'm okay. Legendary, no, I don't think so. Yeah, no, I've never really looked at it that way. If I'm a legendary, mate, it's only because I've stood on the shoulders of other bigger legends than me. I think that's how I look at it, because boy, Jesus, there's some damn fine players around here too, mate. Hey, mate, there are decades I can't remember, years I can't remember, but I always remember the first couple of years of starting out. Yeah. Clear as a bell, because they were your learning years, mate. You learn the basic things of what you have to do, and with every musician, there's a basic starting point, but as I've said to you before, we all end up at a different where we go. You know? It's a journey. It's always been a journey for me, mate. It's not the destination, it's the journey itself, you know? For sure. Exactly. No, for sure. We might have to leave it at that, mate, because I can't think of anything else to say.
Mate, it's been an absolute pleasure.
You guys doing a wonderful thing. Oh, cheers. I really mean that, mate.
Sandy Clark, he is a local legend, and he actually joins us in the audience tonight. Sandy, how are you? Not too bad, We've got a little microphone there for you, so we can all hear what you're saying as well. How do you feel now that you've seen that interview? You were part of it, obviously you were there, but now that you see that?
Oh, yeah, what do you want me to say, mate? Yeah, yeah.
Is it humbling, or does it bring back more memories?
Oh, naturally it is, mate, naturally it is. I mean, look, we've always maintained that in this area here, ever since the 60s back, mate, people say, "Oh, yeah, I went down to Melbourne and did this and saw this band down there." There's as many good musicians around this area as there is in anywhere else I've ever been, mate. Sincerely, and I really mean that. I mean, some of the stuff tonight. I mean, I'm all for live music, mate, and I just hate to see it die, you know. Because I've had a great time of it, mate. But some of the talent tonight, the other shows you've had, mate, I really want them to kick on, you know?
Well, one thing you said during that interview was that you stood on the shoulders of legends before you, and we just wanted to say thank you for the hard work you've put on over the years, and you've left an industry for us, so we love to be part of it. Thank you.
I wouldn't call myself a legend, mate. I call myself a survivor.
Yeah, well, just a couple more questions though. How did you survive through all this, by the way? How did you survive Ryan's?
Oh, well, yeah. That's another story in itself, mate.
And I was just wondering how hard are musicians these days, because if you, for instance, hurt yourself with your hand with a plaster grinder, would you still be here tonight?
Certainly.
Yeah. Jeff Barnes, who was in the interview, not here. That's poor form, I think.
Oh, no. Jeff's cool, mate. He's all right.
Now, you're sitting next to another legend as well, Billy Weir's here again, ladies and gentlemen. He's a great friend of the show.
Yeah. I'll pass the mic, shall I?
And you guys, look, you guys, just a quick comment. You really are legends. I believe it is actually part of the Australian Constitution that you two actually can't fly on a plane together. So, you know, if you go together, we're up the creek.
We were sort of the wave just behind Sandy, and we used to go to the Sale Dance and sort of watch him play and go, one day we're going to be that good.
Well, yeah, they are that good and continue to be that good. You're both still playing in the music industry heavily, and we're so grateful that you've spent the time here with Live at the Spectrum. Another hand for...
Thanks to you guys.
Sandy Clark and Billy Weir. We're coming towards the end of the show, and we've got a presentation actually for Sandy.
We do, Sandy, for taking time out to speak to us on Live at Spectrum. We'd just like to, and you've got your own Live at Spectrum hat, but now you can use that with your own Live at Spectrum mug with your name on it. So we're just going to pass it down.
Yeah, right, Sandy.
So congratulations.
There actually was an event just before the show, though. There was a mug there for you, and Brett Boyd said, we're going to give this to Sandy tonight, and he tripped over and it smashed on the floor. And I went, well, what's going on? And it turns out it was actually the one that was misprinted that we were going to send back. So yeah, you're a mug? Yeah, no, you're a legend, mate. Soak it up. Another clap for Sandy, I think. Just love your work. Andrew Trent.
Your son, Sandy, Alex, has sent a message through and he says he loves you always, Dad. So good on you, and thanks for watching tonight, Alex. You should be very proud of your dad. And we've had a message come through, a photo, in fact, via our Facebook inbox from Paul Beaumont, who is watching the show tonight. Let's see if we can get Paul's picture up on the screen. There he is. G'day, Paul. I recognise Paul from West Gippsland Arts Centre now. It all makes sense. Yeah, so thanks for sending that through tonight, Paul. And hello to our listeners at TRFM, listening on 99.5 and 99.9, and everybody who's watched the show tonight, because it's almost the end of the show.
It is. Darcy is getting ready. Did you get any good advice from that interview there?
Loads.
Yeah, right. Use that information wisely. Coming up next month, we will be back for Live at Spectrum on March the 5th. The show will be featuring Ricky Allen and Molly Moore, an Irish themed group for the month of March, when we have St. Pat's Day coming up as well.
We should wear green.
I think we should all wear green. Challenge accepted.
All right. And we've also got stories on the Bruthen Blues and Roots Festival and the Ballara Folk Festival. Really big festival theme on our next episode. It's going to be great.
Can't wait to see you then for another month of Live at Spectrum. But for the last time tonight, to take us out, please welcome back the wonderful Darcy Fox.
This one is another original song, and just before I finish, I just wanted to say a big thank you to Brett and Trent and everyone here who's working behind the scenes at Live at Spectrum for putting this on and giving me the opportunity to play for you guys. Thank you to everybody who's watched online, and thank you for you guys in the audience. Thank you. This one's a positive, happy song, so I hope you enjoy it. We'll have it out on a CD for you very soon. But enjoy the rest of your night. My name's Darcy Fox, and this one is an original song called Chapter 1. We've had those moments and we've had those days. We've seen the lights and the colours fade. When all you see, all you feel is grey, I know. You're tired of running but you just can't leap. And your head's above the water but it's just too deep. Your mind it burns, your heart it bleeds, I know. Hold on, cause the best is yet to come. Hold on, 'cause this is just chapter 1. Ho! You think you're never gonna be okay, and you're starting to get used to living in the shade, but the sun can shine even when it rains, you know. And I know it's hard to believe right now, but when you're ready, I'll be waiting, we can work it out. So take my hand, please take this vow that you hold on, 'cause the best is yet to come. Hold on, 'cause this is just chapter 1. Hold on, the best is yet to come. Hold on, this is just chapter 1. Hold on, 'cause the best is yet to come. Hold on, 'cause this is just chapter 1. Hold on, the best is yet to come. Hold on, this is just chapter 1. Hold on, 'cause the best is yet to come. Hold on, 'cause this is just chapter 1. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you.
Darcy Fox. Wonderful stuff. They've all been great tonight. Rolly Walsh, thank you very much for coming in and playing. And of course, the wonderful Darcy Fox, to our legends, Sandy Clark. And hello again to Billy Weir as well. And there's an opportunity to an extended interview there with Sandy as well.
Yes, the Sandy interview is going to be going up on our Facebook page and YouTube channel, and there's a whole lot more that you didn't get to see tonight, so we recommend that you do watch that. And just a quick mention that we are back on Foxtel this Thursday night at 9:30, and they will be showing all 10 episodes of Live at Spectrum this year. So a round of applause to Foxtel for their support as well.
And to everyone tonight listening on TRFM, thank you very much to our studio audience who have made this a great fun night. We'll see you next month on the 5th of March for another wonderful episode of Live at Spectrum. Good night. Thank you. That last one was fantastic. I was bopping away in the corner over there.
Live at Spectrum is filmed in front of a live studio audience. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to visit us at liveatspectrum.com.au. Find us on Facebook and Twitter.